anything you have in your hand, just slash. Wet them up, we don't give a damn, we don't give a slash. Wet them up, anything you have in your hand, just slash. Wet them up, we don't give a damn, we don't give up. In your area, water. In your area, water. In your area, water. In your area. I am a plumber. I bring out the pipe and ask you which one she prefer. She do on the plastic pipe, the other one better. The one my grandpa use, you can steal the hammer. Okay. Grandpa used to use pieces on the truck there. You see that piece there? Connect to the meter. Take that piece there, bring it to the shower. And she in the shower. She ready for water. And she's on the head, she's on the pipe head. It's your splash. Let them up, anything you have in your hand, just splash. Let them up, we don't give a damn, we don't give a slash. Let them up, anything you have in your hand, just splash. Let them up, we don't give a damn, we don't give up. In your area, WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WeFM 99.9 is on now.
At the time we're in SVG, it is 9:25, quickly approaching 9:26. It's now 9:26. All right. So we are back with you for another segment of our Activated Mornings program. This is our Talk to Us segment. And this is where you get even more interactive with us by calling the number 457-9997. That is both a WhatsApp number and a direct number. And we are also live on Facebook and YouTube. So you can also interact with us there. All right. In studio, you have Dr. Gerald Thompson and myself, Roleza Samuel. All right. So we are in our Talk to Us segment. Phone lines are open to you. We are going to give you maybe 5 seconds. All right. To call if there's something that you wish for us to discuss. Maybe something that we spoke about earlier that you want to highlight, or maybe pose a question, or something brand new that you wish to bring to our attention. All right. So good morning to you, Dave.
We are going to give you 5 seconds. All right. So
Dave.
Call if there's something that you wish for us to discuss. Maybe something
Dave.
that earlier that you want to highlight, or maybe pose a question.
Dave.
That you wish to bring to our.
Hello.
Hi, Dave. You must listen through the phone. Don't listen to the.
Yes, good.
Dave.
Are you hearing me loud and clear?
I'm hearing you, but when you
All
call
right,
in,
good morning. Yeah,
Dave,
because
you hearing me?
there's
No,
anyhow.
Dave,
Yeah,
Dave, hold a second. Dave,
and all
hey,
of that.
Dave,
Good.
Dave in here.
Dave, listen to Roleza just a second, because this happens all the time. There's almost about 30 seconds when there is this delay, and we're waiting for you to come on. You understand? And we want to see how we can avoid that. Because of the delay, you basically ain't hearing that you're on air. And we're hearing the background stuff, and we call you to come on, but you're not able to listen. You have to listen to
Listen
that.
to the
Yeah, well, I
phone.
don't know why that is happening. That seems to be a technical problem that I can't take care of. It would seem until maybe
Other persons
I use another phone.
David, are you listening through the phone itself?
Yeah.
Right. So whenever you are trying to get on, just listen to the phone itself and not to whatever device you're listening on, because there is going to be a delay on the device, but not on the phone. Okay. So listen to the phone itself. Okay.
Well, I'll try to see how I can overcome that.
All right. Morning to you.
Yes, so big up. Are you ready for me?
We certainly are.
Yes, so big up to Dr. Gerald Thompson. And for those of you who don't know, I heard he met my sister and had given all the hug and all of that and so on. You're a brave guy, you know. You're really a brave fella. So I just say that for people out there who don't like to hear when I am conversing with you, that, make it sound as though we are enemies, right?
Not at all.
We
Audrey,
are no
I tell you something.
enemies.
I was a member of Annesville Cultural and Sports Club.
I know all
Audrey
of that.
is my old friend. Matter of fact, the same day, Teddy was there, and I introduced Teddy to my daughter, and then we spoke for ages. And Kenny, your brother, God bless his soul, deceased. We're all friends. You mean? But you said I met your sister. You get the impression I said something.
I don't want to get in there.
I said something nice.
Enemies.
I said something nice of you.
That kind of scenario. I'm just responding to that.
Enemies.
To let all of you out there. Listen, man, I am above. I love to see myself above all the stupidity.
You are?
All the nonsense that goes on, especially on talk show radio. I want to see myself above that.
But you're not.
I ain't going to waste no time to call in and make.
But look what you're calling it
nonsense.
on. Look what you're calling it on. Go ahead with your comment. Go ahead with your comment, Dave. Go ahead.
Yeah. So as I listen to you, I hear you with, it sounds like Wednesday night, with your medical program and so on. But thanks for all that information. Thanks for that. And I mean, I say it because I listen to you and I follow you closely. And you can't deny that. If there's one possible call on a Wednesday night, it's Dave Roberts when you're doing your medical stuff and so on.
Dave.
And so the struggle or whatever St. Vincent the Grenadines, I mean, how can I not say anything about mass murder in this country again? I don't think the police can handle it, This is too much for our local constabulary to handle. But if I may, I would like, it is about time that the opposition, although the Prime Minister has how he treats the opposition, but one hand can't clap in all of this. I am a concerned Vincentian. And let me say this, nobody is safe in St. Vincent and the Grenadines with the criminal activities or the killings or shootings that are going on. I heard Peter Wickham was here, and he even told the ruling regime that, things ain't looking so nice. And crime, with all the crime that is taking place in this country, that will have a profound outcome in the next general election. I don't know how you feel about that, if you're happy, but I'm just saying what I pick up on with Peter Wickham and his poll. He's your polling star in this country when it comes to election. Peter Wickham is always here to give you ULP advice.
All right. So
thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
No, that's important what Dave says, because what Dave always goes to is that it's Ralph who's to blame or the government to blame. They didn't do something. Or more so, the police ain't even worth their salt. Up until 2 weeks ago, people were applauding the police because our death rate for murders was just 9. And people saying, boy, imagine we reached 6 months of the year and it was 9 compared to last year. Well, God pray that it doesn't reach up to those figures. But if it's going to go to 0, I would be surprised. It would never be that way. Now it's 15. I am of an opinion that each of us has to play a part. I got to ask Dave, what part is he playing? You understand? What part are you playing, Release? What part am I playing? We all have to play that significant part, because as with listening to the press conference, the police indicated that with some of these events, there are people who know exactly what took place. And we can't blame the police because the police harass a guy one time that somebody ain't gonna talk to the police. It's for other reasons. And so we really have to come out. There are means, there are ways in which persons can. And Dave, you should encourage people to come out. Don't say, well, get rid of the police and bring in Scotland Yard and bring in some white entities and so forth to basically do the trick. Basically, I know for a fact, let me take that back, that the police have far more information. But solving crimes and bringing things to justice, not just arresting somebody, that thing has to stick. You have to have evidence, witnesses, and so forth at the same time to bring and make the charges stick, because there may be eyewitnesses and so forth, and you have to be careful how you bring it out. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We touched on it earlier this morning, so I won't necessarily repeat what it is I said, but I do endorse what you're saying. Although before Dave ran off, I wanted to find out from what he wanted the opposition to do. I didn't.
No, he wants the opposition. He wants the opposition to be part of the government and their ideas and so forth.
Oh,
Maybe we should put up.
I didn't get.
No. What he thinks we should put up more billboards. Put up more billboards that we should put up.
You just hear me say I want to hear what Dave is going to say.
I know what Dave would say. I put the words in Dave's mouth. Dave would say put up more billboards.
Stop it! You don't know that's what Dave is going to say. Jeff, come on in. Jeff.
Yes, yeah. Hello, Deb. I just want to go back briefly to your topic on the prostate that you were talking about. That was very timely, and I'm glad you really brought that out. Like I mentioned there that I know that you probably read it. That going back when that actor from Black Panther died, I believe he was in his 30s when he died. Yeah. Yes, he was in his 30s when he died. And I remember when I went to, have a test and everything, at a European doctor, he was telling me the same thing. He said, don't wait until you're 40 years old, especially with black guys. You got to keep checking, because the tele come every 10 years. You don't need to go every 10 years. You have to go even more than that, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever. So it is very bad that you're taking it. And we as black, a lot of us don't like to go to doctors. As a matter of fact, I have a cardiology appointment today, the next week, a urology. So I keep checking. Right now, I just finished my 4-mile walk. I'm doing exercise. Back to the violence and things and killing. Each one has a part to play. Even us here in the dance floor has a part to play. And making sure you have information and the relevant. And I also think that in the politicians, they all need to go and talk about it. Not just once they talk about it, they all have a part to play. Because when somebody happens, some glorify it and some don't. Every politician singing to the game has a part to play. And they need to go to the constitution and talk about it. Don't just get on the radio and talk on the radio. Go out there in the city and talk about it. Don't come and talk about, this happened, that happened. We all have a part to play. Without us, the people, the police is nothing without. So you guys keep it up.
All right.
Keep it up.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, so we are in our Talk to Us segment. Should you wish to make a contribution, the number to call, like Joshua is calling, is 457-9997. Joshua, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dr. Thompson.
Morning.
Dr. Thompson, I really do appreciate you. Like I say, you're one of the few political.
Say it again. Say it again.
Melissa, why you repeat?
I love thing, boy. I love thing.
Melissa believe that I'm a politricted.
Politician. Now, I've always been very actively involved in politics.
Yeah.
I can't run for public office for certain reasons. But my son, I tried to talk him into going into politics. He said, Dad, I could never, ever be a politician because I'm not. He said, I'm too honest to be a politician. But anyway, the reason I'm saying this, and folks, I'm not targeting Dave Roberts. Do you remember Grafton Isaacs, Dr. Thompson?
Yeah, very much so.
Right, Grafton Isaacs was my first cousin of mine.
Okay.
And I used to complain. And he was a straight talk man.
Yes, yeah.
He said, listen, if you don't want people to criticize you, get your backside off. He didn't say it in those words, more graphic. Get it off the radio.
Yeah.
If you expose your butt to the hunter, they're going to take a shot at you.
Yeah.
So what I like is that you questioned Dave this morning, but he never comes up with an answer. What are you going to do? The old teacher in me, Dr. Thompson, you were teachers as well, I guess Roleza and Dianna. Whenever there's a problem, the thing to do is to prevent, just feed it back to the student. What are you going to do to fix it? I am still waiting to hear Mr. Roberts come on with a fix-it solution. So I'm challenging him on that. Come up with a fix-it. And I really want to see that. I have no political allegiance as such because I do not live in St. Vincent. If I live there, I know who I'd be kind of campaigning for.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not gonna say who, but I know who I'd be campaigning for. So Doc, keep up the good work.
Yeah.
And men, do not be afraid to go to the doctor. I started at age 45. And whenever I go to the doctor, I simply close my eyes and she takes me to the far office. And I'm always embarrassed because when I'm walking through the office, everybody looking at me. My wife claims that I make a lot of noise. So she takes me to the far office and she closes the door and I just let the few seconds go by. It's unpleasant, but it's necessary. So continue to do the good work. And Dave, I challenge you, come up with a solution. We want to hear a solution. Have a great day. And Doc, I must apologize.
Yeah.
I must apologize. I did not say stricken.
I wonder why it was on the tip of your tongue, though.
I don't mind.
Why was it on the tip of your tongue?
I don't mind. I've been called that before and worse than that. I've been called that before. You know, there are people who are citizen trickens, you know.
I'm going to go.
All right, no
people
problem,
who are
Joshua.
citizen
Okay.
trickens. But Roleza, I got to say this. Dave and the Prime Minister were so close.
Dave calling, do you want first
Dave
to
and the Prime Minister were so close. I'll be calling after this because we can hear that 30-second delay again. They were so close. And I think when PM won, there's some feeling that Dave thought that as a cameraman, he would have been taken on by the Prime Minister as a camera person by the government. Some people are of that view. And that is, so now he's a hardcore NDP. And
All right,
what
so
so that's why he's on the radio.
Behave, that's what it is.
Yeah. He's a hardcore NDP.
Dave, morning again. You answering? The what's it? Let me call. Dave, morning. You heard everything? You have 1 minute to answer. Just 1 minute.
Good morning.
1 minute.
You know,
Marathon, Dave. Marathon for you. 1 minute. How do we go?
man, I good. I feel good. I love when I can create. When I can create the negative.
Yes.
And but more so.
Yeah.
I love when I get the positive vibes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Coming on these programs.
You're recruited to do so. You're recruited to do so.
Some people
Why you
want me
keep
to
saying
take them
that?
on, you know.
I know it.
Some people want me to take them on, but I ain't got no time with them because I know what they're all about, right?
Yes.
So to all of you,
All right,
to
so
all-
it's too.
to
All
all
right,
of
Dave.
you
I
come
tell
back-
you,
come
come,
back
Dave.
to me.
Come.
I
Dave,
have been around a long
it's
time.
too. Dave, stop.
And I speak based on facts.
Dave, stop.
The PM should have taken you
I
on.
know what I'm
I
speaking
wish the
about.
PM had
Not
taken
just
you on
come
as
political this or
cabinet
political that
as
can-
cabinet photographer.
Yeah,
You know, they just should have
So-
taken. You should have been
What are
cabinet
you talking
photographer.
about, Thompson? What are you trying to create?
You should have been cabinet
What are you trying to
photographer.
create between me and
I
the
thought that's
Prime
what you
Minister?
come back to respond to.
All right,
You should be
so-
cabinet
all right,
photographer.
Prime
So,
Minister
Dave-
and I
Yes.
were buddies.
Yes.
You want to hear what I have to say?
Yeah.
The
You
Prime Minister and I were buddies.
Yes.
I don't think I have
Cabinet-
tried not to say anything bad about him.
Cabinet
Wait,
photographer.
you stop, Doc. Let
And-
Dave answer.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But
You see why he's there on WEFM?
Dave,
He's just there to create
You
mischief
see,
and to stop those
Roleza,
of us
Roleza,
who
you
have
say
a
what you
different
say.
Dave,
thinking
okay, all
than
right. So the
him.
thing, just answer the
And what
question.
brighter
Just
and what bigger
answer.
lens, brighter lens
And
than
Dave,
him.
just answer
Right?
the question.
So I am happy that when I call, I can attract whoever wants to come after me. Come after me.
Good. Yeah.
Are you going to kill me now?
Yeah.
Dave, no, we're not going. We're not going to those
That's
We
what
love
you
you.
want
We
to
love you,
do?
Dave.
All right, Dave. Okay,
Dave
I
Lawrence
being
has been
serious
on the
now.
radio.
Yeah.
Nobody,
Yeah.
people who've been following me.
Yes.
All
We
right.
love you. We
Testify.
love you, Dave.
I
Dave.
have been there a long,
Dave.
long time ago.
Yeah, we know.
And I
Dave,
know
hold on.
the
One
kind of
minute- one
response I
minute is
get
up.
from good people, and that is what is keeping me going.
Alive.
Right? So,
All right,
to all
Dave.
of you who want to paint your negative vibe, say what your negative vibes are, say it.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
Dave.
the
All right,
devil.
Dave.
There's
Okay.
the devil, and I believe in God, not the devil.
But we,
And all the
but
Dave.
I think somebody
Marvelous.
dig
Thank
Dave
you.
this morning.
Dave, no,
boy.
I'm trying to get some clarification from you, Dave. All right, hold on. You started saying something about the opposition. You wanted for them. I don't know. They're part in politics. What did you mean? Dave gone.
No. This is
All
what,
right.
you know.
I really truly
He's
wanted to get
upset.
the clarification.
Dave is upset. I think they upset Dave this morning. You know.
It's you and I. He does be
I tell
calm
you
when we
something.
interact.
I tell you something. Yes, I should not have said that. He said he's the Prime Minister's buddy. And he expected, I'm not going to make a categorical statement because the lawyers may think, but there is suggestion that he expected to be the photographer for cabinet because he was the Prime Minister's buddy, as he said this morning. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe what I heard was wrong. Yes,
the two of you.
You heard him say he's Prime Minister's buddy, and he said that.
But you started talking, and I was waiting for him to finish it.
Yeah, he wasn't going to talk about that.
If you didn't jump in, he would have finished it.
I wanted him. He wouldn't finish it. He wanted to talk about the other callers who been digging at him. You know what I mean?
Oh Lord,
that's
y'all, two of you something else. And to Kojo, you made me chuckle. All right, Kojo, you made me chuckle. Anyhow, I take pressure tablets on a Monday morning. I think I probably need to start to take it just
pressure
for you.
Tablets?
Yes, for you and Dave. Just for this segment alone.
No.
So you I need to take pressure tablets.
I tell you something. We I think people hot up Dave's head this morning. People hot up their head this morning. Dave, we don't want your head hot up. You know, sorry about that. You know, your head up, but you know, cameraman, you would be a good cabinet cameraman, I think.
And with that, folks, we are heading straight out of this segment.
WEFM is SVG.